sticking with Rowville. Like, although they didn't hit the scoreboard that quarter, I just think they controlled enough of the ball to keep going.
Boundary side. Gus?
Boys, you've got Dan Bernardi with me. Dan, what was the key message at three-quarter time?
Oh, we just got to keep running. You know, I think we've got certainly back on top of the quarter. I think we've had more inside 50s. We've had more of the ball. We probably just haven't used it going forward as well. So I just told the boys, let's get on the bike, let's get on the run, and let's get it forward.
You got the win this quarter. You feel that's a key part of the game?
Hasn't really played much of an effect. It's definitely a scoring end down that end, but there's been 10 goals kicked all day. So we're going to have to put the score on the board and put a bit of pressure on.
And who's going to step up in this last quarter for you guys?
Oh, look, I just hope all of them, mate. Our skipper in the middle of the ground, and I'm hoping we get a big quarter from the forwards, Goebbels and Nipper Gordon and Shivers.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks very much to Dan Donati. As we mentioned, always giving with his time, and great work from Gus McLeod. Boundary side, thanks to Chiropractic Betting. Getting ready for the start of the final term of the qualifying final. Winner of this afternoon's game goes into a second semi-final, a shot at a grand final berth against Vermont. The loser will play the winner of tomorrow afternoon's elimination final between Noble Park and Doncaster. The worst bit about that is you're going to have to travel out to Ringwood next week if you lose.
Yeah.
Which is always a challenging thing to do. Final term underway here on EFL Game Day, all thanks to the Pancake Parlour. Cross tried to kick it off the ground. In the end, putting his head over the ball was Frawley. And now, subsequently, Rowville get a bit of space and can kick forward. Good work there from Wright. Outmuscled his opponent and managed to get a handball on it. Allen kicks into the forward 50, but Manuel was immediately set upon, and the boundary line beats him.
Boundary?
We'll cross boundary side, thanks to Chiropractic Betting. Alana Coleman.
Yeah, I was just at the Rowville huddle with Peter Bastanak, and he's very hard to hear, but what I did hear, he said we're not here from luck, we're here from hard work, and he wants to keep that work rate and intensity up in this last quarter, but also suggests that the boys take their chances and opportunities when they arise.
Makes perfect sense. We'll see what happens in this final term. Good work off the back of the pack. Handball wasn't all that flash there from Best. And now a chance for Balwyn to regroup through Shivers. On the outer side, handball's up to Gordon. Now back to Roach. Roach's short chip kick was good, and it found its target in O'Connell. Sells a bit of candy. Shivers now has to backtrack. Sends it back to Gilchrist, who goes inside forward 50, and taking it on the second grab was Gordon.
He didn't play it.
Call play on.
Gee.
No, he never controlled it, Brash. He had three goes. He had three grabs, but he didn't control it.
In the end, I think there's been a free kick paid, so it's going to go the way of Balwyn in anyway for a push in the back.
Looks like Regan, is it?
No, it's still Gordon.
Gordon.
So he was I think he was rammed into the ground after the mark wasn't paid. Right. Ray's got two beanies on this afternoon. One's a nice grey one. The other one's the Rowville one that's sitting underneath it.
No, I honestly thought that he didn't control the ball enough.
He brought it to ground.
He had three great, but he wasn't controlling it.
So Gordon, with the helicopter flying almost over his head, will line up from 45 out directly in front, strays it across to the right-hand side and through for one behind. 4-7-31 Balwyn. Rowville 6-8-44. 2 minutes gone, final term.
That's not the Channel 9 helicopter arriving with the grand final
it's
football.
It's a couple of weeks early.
Yeah, Peter Hitchin, I didn't think he'd be 3 weeks early.
The old Hitch works one Saturday a year. That's EFL Grand Final day.
I know you were joking, but I genuinely think it actually was the Channel 9 chopper.
Big kick out, and Garner,
Had a great game, this guy.
What a mountain of a game he's had. Copped a black eye for his troubles as well.
Tempe have kicked the first two in the first 2 minutes of the last quarter. Now 15 behind, kicking with the aid of probably a 4-goal breeze, Mark Freeman says.
Game on at East Burwood as Rowville surge forward. They'd love the first goal in this final term. Strong mark there. Well done, Mark Seedsman. He kicked a great goal in the third to finish it off for Rowville and get them that handy 3-goal lead. And now Ray Betty has another chance.
Yeah, if you've given Mitch Garner the best Rowville player, Seedsman has to be the second best because he has been absolutely fantastic.
So Mark Seedsman.
Tell you what, he's going to have a big run up here.
Well, we know how difficult it's been to kick goals down this end of the ground. 13-point lead to Rowville.
Should be a handy goal for them if he can kick this.
Not wrong there, Brash. As he starts his approach. Concentrating extremely hard, kicks hard at the ball and kicks straight at the ball. That is a fantastic kick on goal. Seedsman has his second goal of the game, and Rowville open up a 19-point lead 4 minutes into this final term, almost 50 plays 31.
Very handy goal there to Mark Seedsman. But, look, game's not over yet, but 19-point lead. There's still a lot to play out, but Balwyn going to have to start bringing their A game if they're going to get over the line here, BWS.
Brash, as I said in the end of that third quarter, they're doing enough, Rowville, to control the game without scoring, but now they've hit the scoreboard this quarter.
Good work from Mason, managed to get a bit of elevation, and now Cross gets the clearing kick away, bouncing ball up towards half forward. Good handball from Gordon to Roach, who sticks on the afterburners, and can he kick a pearler to respond? He kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Yeah,
just put it on the wrong side of the shoe.
It's landed in the car park of the Bayswater Hotel too.
Yeah, chocolates the ball while he's there for Tommy Roach.
Certainly was. So after all that, a chance for Rowville to clear to the outer side. Kicks to the packed outer side. Almost every player on the ground standing in that third. Cross inside forward 50. He's taken a nice mark, intercept mark there, and copped a little bit from Alex Frawley to go on with.
Hasn't had a big influence on the game today, Cross. He's been well held.
I think he got a little bit of, I think he got a little bit of a corky on that too, which might make this kick difficult.
Disposal number 14 coming up for Cross.
So he's going to have to kick from beyond 50. He's got Gordon running with him if he wants him. He's going to do it himself. Sends it on its way. This one's going to go all the way. Great kick from Sean Cross.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely silenced the critics up here in the commentary box and nails his first goal of the afternoon, his side's fifth, and they bring it back to a 13-point margin. 5-7-37 Balwyn, Rowville 7-8-50, 5.5 minutes gone, final term.
That'll learn you, Brash.
Yeah, exactly.
So the quick answer is what the Balwyn Football Club needed. And we're back to that 13-point ball game. Absolutely game on. Keep the scores coming through around the grounds. At footy EFL, Garner got the knockdown straight down Frawley's throat. Cross was in there as well. Frawley goes after it again. He's brought to ground. Strong tackle, and we'll have a bounce. It's just edge forward for Rowville. Watts for Balwyn to Frawley. Good tackle there from Gilchrist and Co. Umpire's not going to ping him for that one.
I reckon he's really lucky because he's probably tried to take the world on then and got away with it.
He was quickly held up. That was probably the only thing saving him there. Osborne, the third man up for Balwyn, got it down. Quick kick forward by Burns for Rowville inside forward 50, looking for Manuel. Tap down Stapleton on the right boot. Which way will this one bounce? Well, it's goal for goal out here at Bayswater Oval, and Rowville get the quick answer back from Balwyn, and they've increased that margin back out to 19 points.
Yeah, that was a great goal by Rowville then. Stapleton, look, he's been a very handy player. Another goal from a small crumbing forward, Brash.
Yes.
That one that you wanted holding the ball, that one you wanted holding the ball against Frawley, you must have prior opportunity. And as soon as he grabbed it, sure he took them on, but as soon as he grabbed it, he was manhandled.
That's where his prior opportunity was. He took them on.
Need to just get over it. It would have normally been a chiropractic betting goal contender, but that's going to Tommy Roach. There's no doubt about that. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Here goes O'Regan. Can Balwyn once again get the quick reply? Kick goes into the forward pocket. Jeff Goebbels, he's been very distant this afternoon. His handball went straight down the throat of Robinson, who goes out wide to Stapleton, who's on cloud 9 after kicking a pearler only moments ago. Switches the ball back into the middle. Risky business there as McEwen went after it. Little quick kick up went into no man's land. Watts was in there. Handball out wide, and now Balwyn get the chance to go forward. Squeeze a kick up towards centre half forward. Which way is this one going to fall?
Didn't want it.
Who was looking for it? Gordon went after it again. Tackled Dodone nicely there. Umpire said play on.
Free kick.
And then Gordon's given away an unfortunate free kick there to Burns, who links up well. And now Balwyn are away. Rowville are away. Best got the little handball away. Chopped off there from Cross on the right boot. Goes inside forward 50. Nice use of the body there from Goebbels. At the back of the pack there was Crozier. Goebbels is a class act. His kick was half smothered. Goebbels gets another chance, and this time he makes no mistake. Balwyn get another goal. That's his second, and back to a 13-point margin.
That was just a matter of mistake after mistake by both sides, wasn't it? But look, Goebbels, terrific effort, second, third efforts. You've got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, Keystone cops that one.
Around the grounds, Dyson Baker, some important scores coming across from the other finals today.
Yeah, plenty of leaders at quarter time, though, still lead at three-quarter time. As we mentioned, at quarter time it was 8-10-58 Upper Fentress Gully, Templestowe 4-7-31. That one's a bit closer, back to 15 points the margin. Bayswater 12-6-78 have kicked away. They're now 16-6 to Murrelbach 4-1-25. And Fentress Gully look like heading into a grand final as Gilchrist tries to clear out of the middle, bounces it and almost spent it before he had it. Gives his handball away just in time. Sends it over the top, looking in the direction of Bain. Should have been a free kick for a push in the back. But Gordon can load up from 50 metres out. What a goal from Nathan Gordon. 2 in a minute for the Balwyn Football Club. And they reduce the margin back to 7 points. Rowville 8-8-56. Balwyn 7-7-49. Can you believe we've only gone 9 minutes in this final term?
No, I cannot believe it. But it's been great last quarter, goal for goal. You know, that's what you want to see in finals.
Yes, the game's opened up a little bit now. Both sides decided that now's the time.
Spot on, Brush. Ball back in the middle here. 9.5 minutes gone, final term. Balwyn 2 in a row that time. It's been goal to goal up until that point. Sanfilippo couldn't get the handball away. Kick goes forward there for Rowville, getting down low. Jackson Weatherall takes a good mark across the paint of the defensive 50. Wants to switch it out wide, but it's chopped off. It's chopped off there nicely. Going forward by Davey. Kicks it to the top of the square. Manuel takes the mark, takes off, and slams in home. Well, what a game we're seeing out here. They've turned it on both sides in this final term. And Rowville on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 10 minutes in, open back up to a nice little lead. 9-8-62, 13-point lead over Balwyn, 7-7-49. It's an 8-point game out at East Burwood with Upper Fentress Gully leading Templestowe by that 8 points.
Great play then by Matty Davey. Took the intercept mark, caused the turnover, didn't just blaze away, waited the kick to Cam Manuel, who had 3 defenders running towards him. A great mark, turned around and played on and kicked the goal. A very quick answer to Rowville.
Yeah, so it's only 10.5 minutes gone and still a lot of work to do for both these sides. It's been an entertaining final term. Free kick going the way of Rowville.
How is that not advantage as well? Just
because the umpire had already called it back before
he's had a
tried
great
to go
game.
again.
He's had a great game today, Mitch Garner. He has really carried the ruck for Rowville this afternoon.
If they get up, he's certainly best on ground, that's for sure. But even if they don't, he's almost best on ground. Comes in, Archer couldn't quite take the mark. McDonald went to try and pick it up. He was well taken by Bain, and it's held up 45 metres out from the Rowville goal.
Boys, we've spoken for weeks about how good this final series is going to be in Division 1, and they've really turned it on in this last quarter.
Yeah, plenty of games still to get through, but this is a perfect way to start. I reckon you're going to expect 6 of the best Division 1 finals that you've seen in many, many a year in this final series. So almost should have been a push there on Whites, but against Archer, but it wasn't. Right on the paint of 50, we'll have a third at ball up. So a couple of the other games getting nice and close. We'll make sure we keep you updated with them as much as we can over this final term. Little kick off the ground was good. Gave a bit of space now here for Hagar to run in. Snaps around on the left boot. This one's going to go goalward. It's going to drift across to the right-hand side. In the end, it's marked right on the line. And Rod Crow handballs over the top. Where the kick was ordinary, to say the least. And a good mark taken here by Stapleton. Just clinical error, one that you don't usually see from Jackson Weatherall.
Coughed it up a few times today, Jackson.
This could be costly. Just when you thought that Balwyn were getting a run on.
And we saw Cam Manuel kick one from this same spot earlier in the quarter.
So, Matty Stapleton comes in now to extend that lead once again for the Hawks. On the right boot. It looks right, but it's come back beautifully. Not quite enough, though. And through for one behind. 9-9-63, a 14-point lead now. Balwyn 7-7-49. 13 minutes gone, final term here on AFL Game Day.
Yeah, and they're wasting no time here either. Balwyn as the kick goes out towards the wing position now. Trying to trap it and keep it in was Lachlan Bain, but to no avail. Boundary throw in right in front of the dry area of Bayswater Oval. Also known as the most empty area of Bayswater Oval. So umpire throws it back in. Cross was in there, tried to trap it. Letter was in there as well, letting him go nowhere, and we'll have another bounce.
14 minutes gone, 3 goals apiece. Nothing ventured, nothing gained for Balwyn so far.
Looks like Watts was fouled upon in the ruck contest, so he'll receive the free kick. I want to get the handball away, Rennie. He's looking that way. Regan's asking for it. I think Rennie will just have to go back and take his kick here and try and thump it 50 metres. And why wouldn't you go that way too? It was a 2-on-2 situation. Goebels over the back, put a bit of a hip and shoulder on Best, who saw it over the boundary line and out. 98.1 Radio Eastern, you're listening to Division 1 qualifying final between Rowville and Balwyn. Rowville have a 14-point lead, but Balwyn are going goalward. Broadhurst was there. Goebels, front and centre, Goebels, and he puts it through. That's his 3rd goal. Well, he's come to life in this final term, Jeffrey Goebels, and Balwyn get the answer that they're after, and we are back to an 8-point ball game.
Soon as both Rowville players overcommitted on the contest there, that left Jeff Goebels an easy out on the back, and just once again the class of Goebels managed to snare a crucial goal at a crucial time for the Balwyn Footy Club.
So, game on once again. Be interesting to see if Rowville can get the reply. So 4 goals to 3 in this final term in favour of the Tigers. Garner, once again at ground level, trying to do all the work. Stood up all day, as we've mentioned numerous times. He'll go up against Meeson once again. Secondary ball up. Margin back to 8 points. 9-9 plays 8-7. Letter, who's been good this afternoon, gets a clearing kick away, but it only goes as far as Kennedy. Short chip kick was just long enough to Gilchrist of the Taylor variety. Goes back to Pendlebury now, who is able to kick out wide and find Wright. Right to centre wing on the outer side, finds Shivers. Shivers with a darting ball inside. Goes to Cross, and now they can move it a bit quicker. And now it's found in the hands of O'Connell, who can run to 50 and load up. Send it to the top of the goal square. He's got Gordon, tried to put the one juke on it, and he hasn't quite kept it in there, Blake Broadhurst. It's gone over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Once again, Balwyn in the inside 50. Nice piece of play to move that ball from the back line.
So ball to be thrown in almost right on the point post. Commentary side. Shivers just tried to bustle through the pack. Handy handball there from Rennie Gilchrist. Unfortunately, Matty Robinson was standing right back on the goal line, and the kick from Robinson wasn't all that flash.
And the umpires are not having a bar of that one. They haven't played it really all day, so why are they going to play it now?
Meaning deliberate?
Deliberate out of bounds?
Yes, exactly.
So ball to be thrown back in, 45 metres round for the Balwyn goal. Meeson front position, got his tap down, found Sanfilippo. It was immediately set upon by a couple of Rowville players, namely Troy Allen, who wraps him up at ground level. Let's cross boundary side thanks to chiropractic betting. Gus.
Boys, a key talking point in the first half was that breeze and how strong it was, but it's died down a fair bit now, so I don't think it'll be a big factor as the last quarter progresses.
Gordon got it away to Osborne and had a pot shot on goal. Trickling kick, saw it go over the boundary line and out. 15 metres out now. Ball to be thrown in right next to the behind post for Balwyn. Trailing by 8 points. Been narrowing the margin.
Slowly.
Comes out now. Sanfilippo tried to get boot to ball. Nicely done there by Best, who coughed it up, I think, in the end. And it's going to be a free kick to Balwyn. He did, so Blake Broadhurst will be the recipient here. Best just tried to get the handball away and gave the old double touch, which doesn't count as a handball, and the Blakey Broadhurst will come in and have a shot on goal. He's yet to kick a major today. This is such an important kick. He comes in now and he puts it straight over the goal up by his head. We have a 2-point ball game out here at Bayswater Oval.
It's been a terrific last quarter of football by both sides here. It's been goal for goal, and but we've still probably got, another 13 minutes to go, so that could be another 6 goals, boys, the way it's going.
Very exciting stuff.
8 goals so far in this term. Update now out to a 10-goal lead at Baronia, 17-7, Bayswater 7-1, Murrelbach. So it looks like we got the pick of the games. We're currently awaiting another update on the Temple Star Perfumery Gully score. We'll make sure we get that to you as soon as we can, as Gilchrist clears from the centre of the ground. This one could go all the way, not quite. Great work there from Matty Robinson to just tab it through on the last line. Brings the margin back to one solitary point at the 18.5-minute mark.
Extra time.
Rowville 9-9, Balwyn 9-8.
You've got to give
Balwyn
credit. You know, their stars have been down, but when they get close in the last quarter, their stars like the Gilchrist and all that, they really get up and come up an extra
Yeah, they're lifting. And Rennie Gilchrist has been super all day. Take nothing away from that, Ray.
He's up to 26 disposals now, and to give you an indication of how much this game's opened up, first 3 quarters, a total of 78 inside 50s, only 10 goals kicked, and already 8 goals kicked with only 15 inside 50s in this final quarter.
So the spread in this final term has been something to watch. Almost a throw, not quite. Umpire call play on. They try and clear away here, the Hawks. Hardy against it there with Sam Filippo. Once again, he's set upon by Troy Allen.
I think the
about 80 metres away from the Balwyn goal.
Sorry, Dyson, but the momentum's with Balwyn at the moment. Rowville just need to kick a goal to get something back on their side.
They need something, and they need something fast. Frawley put his head over the footy. Good work from Dayadoni. Tried to get a handball away. Immediately set upon players around the ball at every contest now, as you'd expect at this time of the afternoon. In such a tight contest. Garner got his tap down, couldn't quite get it clearing possession away. Wrapped up immediately there was Callan Burns.
I think the umpires might put the whistle away here for a little bit.
So 1 point the difference. Rowville 9-9-63. Balwyn coming back 9-8-62. 20 minutes gone, final term.
Across the half-forward line for the Tigers. Mason knocked down straight into the arms of Allen for Rowville. Got the kick up towards the wing position where the class prevailed, and Cam Manuel kicked it inside forward 50 for Rowville. But Rod Crow, the last man in defence for the Tigers, broke the tackle okay. Got the handball away, and now they might be able to switch the play here as Taylor Gilchrist takes a solid mark in the back pocket. A trusty mark. He's got Shivers on a good lead. That's ignored. He's going to go shorter that time. Goes out. O'Connell takes it. Kick wasn't crash hot, but it worked out okay in the end. Short passes on. Kennedy takes it. He can take off too. Screaming for players to come further afield. Got it away to Meeson. Knows he's in trouble, so just slams it on the boot. Went as high as it did. Long bouncing football. Nicely done there, Bo, I thought. But Gordon, it was good intentions from the commissioner, and it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
If it had paid off, it would have been player of the day, because he had Goebels running into sort of pretty empty forward 50.
2 players Rowville need to get back into the contest as Robinson and Archer. They've gone out of it a bit in this second half.
Mason got the knockdown letter, cop one on his shoulder. Rowville fans screaming for a free kick. Frawley goes in after it, goes after it again. Jeez, he just does not give up, does he? Ball over the boundary line, out of bounds, right in front of Peter Bastanak and co.
Robinson only the 1 disposal this final quarter after having 15 in the first 3.
Into time on here, 21.5 minutes gone. Rowville lead by 1 point. Balwyn are coming. Knocked down that time. Owsley couldn't quite trap it. Letter came in. Gilchrist wrapped him up nicely in a tackle. And we'll have a bounce just outside the centre square here. Crowd really starting to get into this game. They're spread right across Bayswater Oval. Mason got the knockdown. At the fall, the ball stapled, and he's had a good last term. Looping handball over. It was risky. It needed to be... Daydone got knocked down. Picked up by Cross. Slams it on his boot. Inside forward 50 looking for Goebels. It's knocked away from him. Teammate there in Broadhurst goes after it again. There was a lot of players coming after it. It slowed down. I was excited, but it will have a bounce about 30 metres out from goal. Quick restart here. Shivers, little knockout, looking for Goebels, hit the deck. Handball out wide there from Best. He was looking for Damien Garner, who hit the deck and took the pill with him, and will have a bounce. Still inside the forward arc here for Balwyn. Can they get their noses in front? It hasn't happened all afternoon. On hands and knees, Kennedy's in there, as is Nathan Gordon and Shivers. And we'll have another bounce. Loving the work of the umpires this afternoon. They have been great. As the umpire throws it up, Gilchrist went after it, put his head over the football. Garner's in there as well, as is Robinson. I've heard a bounce, which means we'll just have another stoppage and get this one started quickly.
So you almost feel like next goal wins this, doesn't it?
All 45 metres out. Cross got his handball away. It was a little bit too hot to handle. Free kick's been paid for a throw. Almost could have been advantage to Rowville. It would have come back and it'll go the way of Leder. who kicks out wide, hard up against the boundary line.
Now's not the time to be still going too defensive here. There's still probably at least 6-7 minutes left, I reckon, on the clock.
Based on the amount of goals, 100%, Brash.
So kick up the line out of side, wing. Almost a good mark taken there by Damien Garter. Couldn't hold on to it. And the ball spills over the boundary line and out of bounds.
It's almost like Archer spoiled his own teammate there. It could have been a protection situation there.
So, ball thrown back in right in front of the gates here at Bayswater Oval. They'll be streaming in a couple of weeks' time. Roach went to give the handball and eventually held onto it. Now disposes of it up towards Kennedy, who goes inside forward 50, gets to Broadhurst, who just got a little kick away. Bain, handball over the top. Weatherald from deep in the pocket for the lead. Well, just tied up the game.
Extra time?
9-9-63 Balwyn, Rowville 9-9-63. 24 minutes gone, final term here on AFL Game Day. If you're getting out of your car, make sure you wait 5 minutes. I don't care if you're late for an appointment. I don't care if you're early for dinner. You wait 5 minutes in the car because this is going to be an absolute grandstand finish.
Haggard found best in the back pocket for Rowville, who wastes no time and kicks it out of that danger zone. Big fly over the back. Well done there by Mason. Got the handball away. Eventually comes out. Pendlebury's moved up from the back line. O'Regan might be able to run onto this one. He let it go.
Oh, here we
Nicely
go.
done. Here's Kennedy on the right boot. Kennedy, don't you tell me. He's put it through for a behind, and Balwyn have the lead in the 24, make that 25-minute mark of the final term out here, 9-10-64 to 9-9-63. So it'll be Hagger. Such a neat kick of the football. Garner was the flyer. He couldn't quite pull the mark down. It comes out right. Got the handball away. Here's the skipper. Reddy Gilchrist. Can you bring the house down? No, he can't. He pushed it to the right-hand side. They are peppering the Balwyn Football Club. Margin out to 2 points. They lead.
They're all over Rowville at the moment, Brash, but they're not. Rowville just need to keep their head, go on with the game that they've been playing.
Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap. Match stats inside 50 is this quarter.
13-7 in favour of Balwyn, and they're winning the contested ball by 7.
Oh,
they
they've
didn't win the
coughed it
contested
up.
ball in the first 3 quarters.
And Rowville have stuffed the kick in once again. So they've opened the door. And Balwyn have absolutely come charging through in this final term. Shivers gets the tap down. Kick off the bottom of the pack was from McDonald.
Oh,
and a mark taken by Broadhurst. 8-point lead to the Balwyn Tigers. 10-11-71. The Balwyn faithful absolutely loving this. Their side is up and about. 2 goals to Blake Broadhurst. 10-11-71 Balwyn. 9-9-63 Rowville. 26 minutes gone in the final term. They only took the lead for the first time this afternoon 2 minutes ago, Brash.
Yes, they have, and it's been a timely time to hit the front. You know, Rowville have been gallant so far, but all of a sudden it's just the finals experience has just come to the fore, Ray, in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
They've timed their run to perfection.
Like a well-trained racehorse.
Go Bulls and Broadhurst stepping up to the plate in the final term. 2 goals apiece to it. Rowville are not done with yet. They kick it up towards the half-forward line. Taylor Gilchrist thumped it forward. Umpire's paid a free kick. No, he hasn't. Rowville go forward once again. Goebbels has gone back. Robinson was in there. Archer too. Nicely trapped there from Fraser. Oh, what a cool head in a tough situation. Switches it out wide where Broadhurst takes the mark, and he's just probably going to waste it. Well, no, maybe it was a free kick going back. No, he just decided that we'll just give it back to Roach, and he'll just pass it further afield to Jackson Weatherald. So now is the time when they know that there's only 2 kicks. Rowville have to get 2 straight kicks to win this game. They'll hold it up as much as they can as Chris Pendlebury takes the mark. He's going to switch it out wide. The mark is going to be taken by Lachlan Bain. They're still in the defensive arc, the Tigers. Little chip kick over the top is probably the way to go there to Rod Crow. He's been screaming for it for about 20 seconds, eventually finds him. So Crow takes the mark. They've still got players behind the ball if they want to use them, and it looks like they're going to as well. He'll go back to Weatherald in the back pocket, so sucking up as much time as necessary. Balwyn, what a final quarter it has been from them. They lead this game by 8 points. Weatherald thumps it every bit of 50 metres. Archer was there. Taylor Gilchrist at the fall of the ball. Happy to see it over and out, and we'll have a boundary throwing 60 metres out from the Rowville goals.
Yeah, looks like the horse has bolted here for Rowville, Ray.
It certainly does. Look, and it's been a great quarter, last quarter by Balwyn.
Mason will come out. He got the knockdown that time. Stapleton went in and charging on through there was Gilchrist. I tell you what, he's getting my 3 votes today, Rennie Gilchrist. What a star he has been. The umpire will throw the ball up. Mason, knock over the head that time. That was okay. Came out Sean Cross. Let's cross down boundary side. Thanks to chiropractic betting, Gus McLeod.
Boys, Rowville's ruckman Mitch Garner's got his boot off and ankle heavily strapped, so I don't think he'll be coming back onto the ground today, which could be massive.
Yeah, keep a very close eye on that one. Very important for next week. Weatherall tackled by Stapleton. Ball spills out. Gilchrist in there again. Umpire comes in to bounce it 55 metres out from goal.
So at this stage, it looks like Balwyn may have a date with Vermont right out here next Saturday afternoon in what should be a classic second semi-final. Rowville, on the other hand,
have to go down to Ringwood. A daunting task at best.
They'll play Noble Park or Doncaster, the winner of tomorrow's elimination final. Although it's not done with yet, stranger things have happened, as we've seen in Rowville games previously. I might have gone too early.
I reckon there'll be about 2 minutes left.
Stapleton. Man on the mark is at 50. There it is.
2 seconds more.
So Stapleton can line up, but it's not going to matter. We'll await the kick. Comes in now, Matty Stapleton loads up, and he's missed it across to the right-hand side. So through for one behind, a 7-point win to the Balwyn Football Club in a qualifying final that they only led for 5 minutes. Unbelievable. Balwyn 10-11-71, Rowville 9-10-64, and Balwyn will be meeting Vermont next week in the second semi-final for a shot at a 5th straight grand final.
Yeah, well, to lead for 115 minutes, basically, out of the 120 minutes and not come away with a victory must be pretty galling at this very given moment for the Rowville Football Club.